Welcome to another episode of the Courtside podcast.
Nice. This guy's good.
It's been a while, but we are back. I'm your host, Fui. I'm, as always, with our co-host, Mr. Fui Besu. He just had to say what up, what's up. You see?
Legend, this guy.
And we have a very special guest here, a Miami legend, definitely a Courtside legend,
Definitely a Courtside legend.
artist or rapper, because I know you do
Artist,
the
artist.
vocals.
I do a little
I
bit of
like it.
everything, yeah.
Artist.
Artist, yeah.
So we got an artist, we got a baller. We're gonna talk a little bit about his story. Very interesting guy and a great friend of ours. Everybody, welcome to the podcast, Mario Obregon, aka Marty.
Marty, yeah.
Thank you for joining us, man.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, we had to go through a lot of loopholes to get me here.
Yeah.
And for me to get on the podcast because you guys are very hot right now in Miami.
No, it wasn't easy going through your management and speaking with your agent and all these guys, but we finally were able to make it happen.
It's tough.
But this guy's an OG at Courtside since season 1.
Since season 1, yeah.
And this is a fun fact.
Since back in the day.
Since
With
back
you
in the
guys-
day.
with you guys.
It took him a record 14 seasons to win a championship, but you got it done. You got it done.
He's not wrong.
You got it done, man. OG group, a core of guys that you've been playing with. Shout out to Esco. Shout out to Chip. Shout out to who else you got on there? Corey.
We got Big Esco as well.
Oh, Big Esco. How can we
Frankie.
forget?
Chris.
Chris is not the OG, but Chris was a wonderful pickup. I don't know how you guys got him, but
That's Corey. Corey's kind of our GM, our
Yeah,
GM.
yeah.
So he goes to every LA Fitness in the city. I think in the state, Corey just
He
goes
travels
to
the
LA
state?
Fitness and he plays LA Fitness every day. And he's boys with Chris from back in the day. So yeah, Chris. I mean, guy averaged like 30 and 20 for us.
guy's a beast. And Cheech, can't forget about
And
Cheech.
Cheech. Oh my
OG,
God.
when he's not injured,
Yeah.
that guy's out
That
here and
guy
he's
is
balling and
amazing.
he's
Yeah.
physical
The
and
glasses. He wears the glasses out here. Doesn't give a fuck. They fall on the floor. He keeps going.
sometimes
You
it
know,
falls and then he picks them up while he's dribbling.
Yeah. He,
That
he
continues.
has the glasses in one hand, dribbles with the other. hand.
Yeah,
It's
that
fuck.
guy's a beast.
Yeah,
But you guys got it done.
Finally.
First of all, let's talk a little bit about your story for the people that don't know who you are.
All right.
Born and raised in the 305, Miami.
Born and raised in Miami. Grew up here. Went to high school here. Went played basketball at Columbus for a little bit. Didn't really play. Shout out to Staiano. But been playing in parks with you guys and your older brothers for a long time. I mean, I remember these guys at Miami as little jits when we would play games and like between quarters, you know, how little kids shoot. It would be these guys shooting, and they're at Miami. So I remember you guys, and I want to say congratulations on what you guys have done here at Courtside. This shit is
Thank you, man.
it's amazing. It's growing. The Instagram's amazing. I feel like every video I see is of Courtside, of you guys playing or you guys reffing or you guys doing one-on-one tournaments, whatever it is. It's just it's grown into something amazing. So I want to congratulate you guys because it's not easy to do. To create something out of nothing is not easy to do. So congratulations.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Born and raised in Miami, Cuban descent.
Cuban descent. Both my parents immigrated from Cuba when they were young and created a life here for us and our family. So very grateful to them, to my grandparents for doing what they did and creating a better life for them. You know, when they took everything from them, so they came over here and pretty much we've been living here ever since. My whole family's been here. I didn't leave for college. I stayed because I'm really a family guy. Honestly, I hang out with my family a lot. We get together a lot. So I stayed here the whole time and I just love being from Miami and representing Miami.
So you talked a little bit about your childhood with basketball. At what age did you start playing?
I started 7 or 8. I started as a worst player on the team. I was that guy. Even in T-ball, I played outfield. So you know if you play outfield in T-ball, you're
Pretty
definitely
bad.
not an athlete. Yeah, you're bad. You're bad. So I would sit in the outfield and play with the dirt while the game was going on. Mario, levántate. I was chilling, relaxed.
Freestyling?
Yeah, no, not that. At that point, I wasn't freestyling yet outside in the outdoors. But then I started playing basketball. I was literally the last pick for a couple years, and I just played. I played, and I loved playing. I would play outside all the time, shoot around all the time. And as time grew, I got better. And I don't know, I just kept playing, and then playing around in parks here, playing at Miami basketball, Kendall Boys and Girls Club. I went to Sunset Elementary in Carver. I went to Carver for middle school, played there all 3 years, and then went to Columbus. Broke my arm my freshman year, so I didn't play, but I played the rest of the time there. So it was cool. It was a cool experience.
So that's why your left hand is not very good.
What left hand?
That one?
Which one?
Yeah. You
Uh,
don't have a left hand.
I
so
don't have a left hand.
so you're from back in the days. You're my brother's age.
I'm your brother.
and
Yeah.
I grew up with my brother going to the parks and playing outside. What parks did you go to back in the days?
I grew up on Miller and 107th, but then we moved to Killian, so I played at Ron Eman. I played at the Coral Gables Youth Center a lot, and we just played with like our boys at at our houses. One of our friends. Well, the Elks is where I dominated you guys for a long period of time before you had to do your own your own league, so you could keep up with me at that point.
No, you if there was a statue at the Elks, it'll probably be you, bro.
100%.
You're the greatest
at
Elks
least
player.
At the corner, of the three, and that's it.
No, because if you go on the other side of the wall, you're dead.
You're dead.
Yeah, man. So, back to baseball. Is it true you struck out in T-ball?
I 3 times in one game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad, and that's when I really turned to basketball at that point.
Yeah, bro.
That was the last game I ever played at Miami, and that was a lot. And I said, you know what? Enough of this. Let me be the worst player in basketball instead of baseball. I switched it up, and then I just progress, and I'm.
Yeah, I want to ask you a question. How did you guys come up with the team name, the Woats?
The Woats, I would have to give that to Jason Eskenazi, to Esco. He's our creative director of the team. So he does our uniforms. When he did a couple uniforms with you. I know it's been, I told him, those are nice. I got mixed reviews on the design. Yeah, some people would be like, wow, those are amazing. Other people would be like, why are you wearing these?
My favorite were the Army ones.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I
love them.
I love them too, but other people on when I would post, haters.
They're
not. Esco's a visionary, really, when it comes to the design stuff. He's a visionary. He designs all my things for all my music and stuff. So he's the one that created the name, and it's kind of stuck. We just left it, and we are no longer the Woats because we are champions, and we retired.
So we won.
We won, and we
so
retired.
You're coming back with a new name, new identity.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I haven't seen my name up on the thing.
It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Because that was the first thing I looked for
gold
when
plated.
I got here. It's gold.
Yeah.
Of course.
Let me ask you, who are some players you played with at Columbus, whether it was freshman, JV, varsity? Who played with you?
The main person I can think of is Mikey Alvarez. Shout out to Mikey.
Mikey Alvarez.
He played with us here a few seasons as well, but he would get hurt at least once a game. So he's just
different injury every game.
Different injury every game. Shoulder, yeah.
Hell of an athlete, though.
Hell of an athlete, guys. Yeah, he's been an athlete since I met him. But I played with him at Columbus. I played with Robert Hughes, was my guy. Adrian Llamas, he's played here a couple times. You know Llamas, right? Shooter, un loco. But my dog, yeah. I played with Eric Diaz, Paul Marrero, Patrick Lee. Patrick Lee was on our senior year team. He ended up going to Auburn to play football, and he played with Auburn. And then he went to the NFL, played for Green Bay, and he won a Super Bowl with Green Bay. He played on our team. He was just an athlete. He wasn't really like, I wouldn't consider him a basketball player, just like an athletic dude. He would jump over cars. So imagine. Danny Rodriguez. I saw Danny actually plays here now.
Yeah, dude. Danny Rodriguez is playing now.
Yeah. He's been the same. I saw the videos of him playing the other day. It's like back when Miami, like the same guy, little lefty dribble,
same movements,
and
has never missed a free throw. I don't think in his life.
One time, but it was blindfolded.
Yeah. I remember those. I don't know if you ever went back in the day. I was at Gulliver. I think it was linked to schools where it was like once a year the free throw competition.
Really?
Where
and
you would go. Yeah, it was ran by the. Was it ran by the Elks Lodge? I forgot the name of it. Really? Yeah, so you would go and you would represent public schools at the time. I was at Blue Lakes Elementary School. So
wow, you went to Blue Lakes?
Yeah, so you rep your school, and then it was like a Saturday, and it was just a straight up free throw contest. So you would go get 10 free throws. Everybody's watching. These viejitos will be rebounding for you. You get your 10 free throws. Then after, I guess they'll tally it up, see how many you make, and then you advance. I remember it was like a big deal. But Danny Rodriguez, I think won because then you advance. So you go play like against in the state and then the nation.
Really?
This dude doesn't miss free throws.
Yeah, I remember.
Automatic.
Winning some tournaments.
Yeah, automatic. And his brother, Mooser, was in it as well.
Yeah,
would have missed.
I play basketball with Mooser every once.
Yeah, man. Listen, the main thing from basketball, right? Because at the end of the day, none of us went pro or we made a living. Maybe you did. I don't know. But just the friendships we've been able to build
100%.
throughout the years, like from childhood to high school and now at Courtside, like you mentioned the parks, but at Courtside, we're able to reconnect with people that we haven't seen in years.
100%.
Bro, everybody's busy at our age. Everyone's got their thing going on. But you reconnect with people and just the friendships you build through, I'm sure every sport, but, basketball is kind of our world.
Exactly.
But just I mean, how many of your friends are through basketball? I know the majority of mine are
Yeah,
that's how we met.
Majority of mine too, and like you say, to this day, people that I see, even I see people in the street, it's like from UN basketball camp or Willie Guardiola leagues or leagues at Miami-Dade. It's just like you're just friends with everybody from that. Especially we're basketball players, so
Right.
like we grew up in that. We were in that world the whole time. So it's like that's a beautiful thing in Miami.
Yeah, bro, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to transition a little bit and talk about your music career, which to me is fascinating. We were talking a little bit off
Part of the
air.
career, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a career. Shit.
I like
So, freestyler is what I would say. Okay, when I say freestyler, and I'm somebody that grew up listening to hip hop music,
Yeah.
right? I think the majority of us in this area in Miami, rap is just something we always listen to. Rap has definitely changed, and I'm 33, the youngest out of all of us. But rap,
What a dick.
sorry, man. I didn't mean to put that out
beard?
there.
You see how the color
Hey,
of
the-
his beard?
the
We have
ladies-
grays, and this guy's just
Gray, and I'll
just
lend you
full
some.
black.
We could do like
no, I already know your
All
tricks,
right.
bro.
Yeah,
Go. Sorry.
Don't reveal them here.
Sorry. Go.
So, rap for me growing up, I was big on the lyrics,
Yeah.
right? Doesn't matter who it was, whether it was Jay-Z, Eminem. Like even now, you listen to throwbacks, you can rap the lyrics. Nowadays, except for a few artists, maybe the J. Cole's. I love Drake's lyrics, but the rap now has changed a lot, right?
Big time.
The lyrics are not important. Sometimes you can't even understand them.
Exactly.
What I enjoy about your music is it's kind of like that old school feel and then the lyrics we could relate, because it's a lot about Miami and experiences that you've dealt with, Cuban American like us. But your lyrics are awesome and they all have meaning, right? So my question to you is, and you said you picked this up at 30.
Around, yeah, a little younger, but yeah.
Maybe a little bit younger.
Yeah.
Okay. Usually people that are lyricists or that are doing music constantly like you, it's like something like that they picked up from a young age, right? They were in music class, they played the piano, they were whatever the case may be. You weren't. So can you talk to us a little bit about the beginning, like the journey? How'd you get into music?
So pretty much, I grew up. My dad is very musical, so he plays a lot of instruments. So there was always music being played in the house at all times, whether it was Christmas or parties. We had family over. My dad would grab the guitar. My aunt would start singing. My grandmother would start singing. It was always a lot of music around. And I'm the oldest of I have a younger sister and a younger brother, so I'm the oldest. But I had older cousins and neighbors. The guy that lived in front of me, Wowie, was into hip hop. So I'd go over there as a young kid, and he'd be playing all these tapes. Back then we had tapes. He'd be playing NWA and this and that, and I had no idea what was going on, what they were saying, but it just like intrigued me, always since a young age. And then my older cousin Michael, my grandfather used to pick us up every Saturday morning, take us to breakfast. And then we'd go, when we were young, we'd go to Toys R Us or KB Toys back in the day, or like something as a kid, Flippers. We'd go to Flippers a lot, the arcade. As we got older, we'd go to Sports Authority or we'd go to Specs. So we'd go to Specs and we'd spend an hour in there just like going through CDs, going through this. So I fell in love with music at a young age. And one thing I was always good at was remembering lyrics of other people's songs. So back then, we didn't have Spotify or Apple Music, iTunes. We had to actually go buy the CD. I couldn't listen to J. Cole and then listen to a Drake album and then listen to a Biggie album. No, it was like, okay, you're gonna buy the Biggie album today. This is what you're gonna listen to. So you'd get the CD, go home, put it in the CD player, lay down in your bed, and play that shit over and over and over again, non-stop. I remember buying the Biggie Ready to Die album, Outkast, ATLiens. I remember buying that one, like, specifically just because, like, the cover art had, like, a naked black girl on it, and I opened it, and I'm like, what the hell is this, Whatever. So I would just listen to these songs, lyrics, over and over again. So I got really good with lyrics. I played piano when I was young. When I was, like, I started when maybe it was, like, 8 to, like, 12. So I played, but it was very, like, simple, classical music, nothing crazy. But, you pick up little things here and there.
Were you good at it?
I was okay. But again, it's like very classical music, very boring, but still you learn things. And I guess even that as a young age, you pick up little things, little nuances in music. So I was good with music, and I was good again with lyrics. Fast forward, middle school, I stopped playing piano. I was focused on basketball and girls and messing around, la jodedera. High school, same thing, basketball. I got into college, finished college, and I started working. I work in an insurance agency. My father was an insurance agent for a long time, and I was the oldest one. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do insurance, I guess. So I started doing insurance. And then one day, like I was telling you earlier, a friend of mine, Tish, was going to school for audio engineering. So it's like learning how to produce songs and this and that. And we started becoming close. I actually went to middle school with him. I wasn't that close with him then. We went to the same high school. Wasn't really that close. And then we started getting closer in college. Then he went to school for this. He knew that I love music a lot. So one day we went to the Grove, a random night out, drinking, whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'll take you home. All right, cool. He takes me home, and we just start freestyling in the car for some reason. I had never freestyled before. It was just a random occurrence. I probably had a couple drinks and was just like feeling a certain way. He's like, we just started freestyling. He was talking about him going to school. And he's like, yo, you're not that bad. Why don't I've been making beats for school. I have to make them for class. And I have a bunch of beats here we can download and stuff like that. Why don't we just start messing around on the mic? So we would take the mic everywhere. Like we'd go hang out at a friend's house. We'd take the mic and the computer and just start fucking around, freestyling this and that. And it turned into a passion. So he's like, all right, let's do this music thing. But if we're going to do it, let's do it with a band. I was like, I had no idea about band, about being in a band. I had no idea anything. He's like, all right, cool. You take the reins on this. I don't really know anybody. So we reached out to some people. We found a drummer. Then little by little, we found a guitarist. We found a bassist. We found a saxophone, keys. And we just built a band. And from that day on, I've been like obsessed with writing music and obsessed with creating music. And it's just grown into a passion, and I think it's something that I'll never let go of.
One of my favorite things about you're like a storyteller.
Yes.
So some of my favorite rappers is Big Pun, Biggie Smalls, and it's like a story.
Exactly.
So I remember when you were saying about the CDs and the art on these CDs, my brother used to have Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. There was a girl, and I was like, bro, what is this? So my brother's 6 years older than me. So when he was 13 or 14, my front door neighbor was this girl named Barbie. She used to go out with Pitbull. So Pitbull was in my house all the time. Really? And he was already rapping.
Yeah.
He performed in my backyard for my brother's 13th birthday. My mom has it on VHS. Him freestyling in the back, booty dancing. Like, bro, back in the days,
that was the best.
like the rap music. So my brother's 13. I'm 7 years old. I'm in second grade. I already know all the Snoop Dogg, Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh.
And then what I remember is inside the booklets, sometimes they had the lyrics.
For sure.
So you read the lyrics, and at 7, I don't understand metaphors and nothing.
Exactly.
So I hear them now, and I'm like, bro, this is crazy.
Next level, right?
So,
yeah, same with me.
So I love the metaphors that you do. Like,
Thank you.
It's a great art form.
Yeah.
And I really like it, bro.
Yeah, I grew up, like you say, we grew up on it. So all those things, like, when you're that young and you have older siblings or an older cousin or somebody older you look up to, you want to be like them. You want to listen to what they're listening to. You want to do everything they want to do, like anybody, you know. So for me, it was like the music and like you say, the booklets and reading the lyrics. And I think if you hear my music now, you understand what I grew up listening to and what I like. Like it doesn't stray from that. Like I'm not here portraying something that I'm not. I'm speaking my life, my truths that all of us go through all the time, especially. Yeah, some songs are definitely Miami based, and you can, if you listen to him, you're like, damn, this guy's from Miami, from Kendall, from this place, you know.
Yeah.
Other things will more worldwide and more people will relate to it, but for sure, I'm from Miami, and I bleed Miami, and this is where we're from. This is where I've grown up. I've lived here 39 years of my life. You know, I haven't left. So, but yeah, it's lyrics for me. That's the most. I love a good beat, and I've learned to pick beats that really make me write something that you guys, you know, listening to it will feel and will like be like, damn, I relate to what he's telling me.
Yeah, man, and I like that you're very authentic. You're not putting up a front, and you don't need the bad words to get your message across.
Exactly.
So I really like that style of music.
Yeah.
And I just saw you perform a few weeks ago at Flow State.
Yes.
Shout out to Hallie.
Shout out to
got
Flow State, yes.
Probably the best setup in all of Miami.
Crazy. Flow State at Flow State Studios. Check it out.
Flow State Studios. So you performed before the Chili Guys.
Yeah.
Was that the Problem Kids? Were those the Problem Kids? How did the Problem Kids start?
Yeah. So the Problem Kids we started as Dream Team. That was like our first name, and it was kind of like as a joke, like, oh, what are we gonna be? It was me and Tim. We're like, oh, we'll Dream Team is the name. It was something quick, and we didn't think anything. We didn't think we're gonna go anywhere with the music. Really, it was just something la jodedera, you know. So as we built the band and we started performing and like our songs started getting a little bit better and this and that, and we took it more serious, we're like, okay, we can't have the Dream Team. It's kind of a corny name. when you think of Dream Team, especially us, what do you guys think about? Of course, exactly, the '92 Dream Team. So we were like, we wanted to switch the name up, and me and Tish were the Dream Team, and the band that we played with at the time, they called themselves the Problem Kids, but they were our band. We created together, we made music together. We were like, okay, why don't we just scrap Dream Team and we'll all be Problem Kids together? They were like, all right, perfect. So that's how Problem Kids started. So we performed all around the city. We opened up for Bone Thugs. We opened up for, there used to be a place called The Stage. Yeah, it was like an indoor. I saw you perform. For sure, we performed there millions of times. We had our album release for Poetry in Motion there, but they used to have a lot of acts go through there that were like old school. Like we opened up for Uncle Luke, Rakim, De La Soul, Chuck D, and then Grand Central. In Grand Central, we opened up, like I say, Bone Thugs, 3 6 Mafia, a bunch of other people, and we performed all over the city. Then COVID hit. At that point, I'm the youngest one in the band, and I'm already 30. When COVID hits, I'm 35, something like that. Everybody else has gotten married, has kids. It's a different path, and
you're the ultimate bachelor.
And I'm the ultimate bachelor at this point. Yes, at this point in my life, I'm the ultimate bachelor.
Me too.
Like you, yeah. But you're a noviera a little bit. Yeah,
a little bit.
You always have a girl. So, COVID hits, and we can't do anything. We can't get together, and that's when I started doing more stuff on my own. And the band was cool with me doing stuff on my own because I had told them, because at this point, we had kind of like stopped making music. We weren't performing as much. We weren't creating as much, and I was like fully in it still. I wanted to create. I would reach out, and it was kind of tough to schedule 5-6 people to get together on the same time to do something. It's not easy, especially when you have kids and significant others. So I just started doing more stuff on my own, and now I'm doing, again, that wasn't Problem Kids. That was some of the Problem Kids perform with me. Now we have other members that are part of the band, but that's pretty much the Marty show, and my band is my band, and I switch whoever I can get at a certain time at certain points,
No, the saxophone guy was amazing.
Amazing.
The trumpet guy was
he's
amazing.
He's been a Problem Kid.
Everybody. That was like an all-star lineup.
Yeah, that was
the other day. But you said Rakim, and I remember, I think it was you. There was like a time where I think you finished like a Wu-Tang verse or something.
Oh yeah.
And did they pick you out of the crowd or something?
Yeah, that was
nasty.
That's like a highlight. That's like one of the highlights of my like music.
That was so sick.
Yeah,
Explain what happened there.
Yeah, that was for an Art Basel event that they had. We go to an event. It was supposed to be in Wynwood, and they ended up switching it to like somewhere on the beach where I was staying at the time, and it was like walking distance. I'm like, oh shit! It was Ghostface and Chic from the Locks, and they were performing. We were fans. I hit my boy like, oh, you want to go to this? Let's go. So we walk over. We're there chilling. We have some friends in the back. We're like literally all the way in the back. These people are performing in the front, and Ghostface I think it was Ghostface. He's like, does anybody know the verse to Protect Your Neck? Whoa. Method Man's verse.
One of the best songs ever.
Yeah, one of the best songs ever. One of the best posse songs ever. It's like 9 of them straight. So I'm like, I know this. And they keep asking. Nobody really raises their hand. I'm like, I start raising my hand. And slowly, I'm like.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but you don't look the part like
at all.
This guy is going to know this.
At all. But at that point, I had been performing for a while.
No, I know.
Yeah,
it was like perfect setup.
Yeah. I had been performing, and nobody knew. And, I just show up there, this kid. This white kid,
Exactly.
So I'm walking up little by little. Nobody's really saying anything. They're still asking. No, nobody knows. And I get to the front, and I'm like, I know it. And some guy's like, you know him? Like, yeah. He's like, get up. So I get up on the stage, and some little dude, one of their posse guys, somebody in their entourage comes up. I remember he's rolling up something. My bad. Whatever. He's rolling up something. And he's looking at me. He's like, spit the verse. And I'm like, I don't really know it right now. Just give me the mic and I'll be okay. And he leaves, and I'm like, oh shit, they're not gonna let me perform. Yeah. He comes back, spit the verse, and at this point I remembered, I caught, so I caught the beginning of it. I said it to him. He's like, all right. He leaves again. So they start performing the song. The guy comes up to me again. He's like, yo, you sure you want to do it? And I'm like, yo. At this point, I'm like, yo, give me the microphone, bro. Get out of my face. Give me the microphone.
Give me the mic, dog.
Yeah, give me the mic. So Ghostface does his thing, whatever. He goes, does his little verse. And then the Method Man, and then they push me like to the front. And I just grabbed the mic. I swear to God, it was like an 8 Mile moment.
Yeah, bro.
I swear. I'm not even lying. I'm not even gassing myself up.
No, it was nasty.
Dog, it was like I grabbed the mic, and it starts, it's the Method Man for show, Mr. Meth. And then I move. It's like moving on your left. And I just like did it, and I did like some step, and the whole crowd erupted, bro. It was crazy.
Yeah, bro.
My boy has it on video. Yeah, it was crazy. And then obviously I'm at this point had been performing a lot, so I just like.
No, you took over.
Yeah,
you owned the stage.
I owned the stage, and the stage was like 10 feet. So, bro, I was just going back and forth, screaming at people, looking at people's face. Like, my energy was up. And then he says something, and I threw in 305 and like freestyle 305 into the song. And the DJ's like, what the fuck? Yeah, everybody goes nuts. Then they do another. He does another verse. Ghostface does another verse of one of the next member. I forgot who it is. The song stops. Everybody, yeah, whatever. And then she gets the mic. He's like, yo, you killed that shit, kid, and whatever. And then everybody erupts again. They gave me mad love. And then I just got off the stage like, what the fuck just happened?
That was fucking awesome.
No. That was like a highlight of my...
I remember that because, bro, growing up as a little kid, Wu-Tang, these guys are like the pinnacle.
No. Wu-Tang is one of my favorite groups growing up. No, always.
They're arguably the greatest group of all time, bro.
Yes.
Arguably.
So it was amazing.
We were talking about it at Flow State. My favorite rap group are the Big Timers and those guys.
Oh, that's right.
Because, bro, they got... that shit shaped my life, bro.
Bangers.
I was 10 years old. I'm like my brother. My brother graduated at 17, so I was always a class ahead, but I was young. So I was 10, 11 years old, rapping, Gator Boots with the pimped out Gucci suit.
That era of music.
And now I think about it, I'm like, bro, what the hell's an 11-year-old know these songs for?
That's how it was down here, though. Music was a big part of Miami everywhere.
For sure. And I feel like people see us and they're like, oh, these are white boys.
Yeah.
We're not. We're like,
we're not.
Miami.
First of all, we're Latin.
We're Latin.
You know what I mean?
And in Miami, we have the black hoods.
Exactly.
That we play basketball against.
That's the main thing, yeah.
We're like, we have a little bit of black in us
sure.
in Miami.
For
so
sure.
I grew up with the Uncle Al's, the Uncle Luke's,
Yes.
the booty dancing. So anytime I travel, like the other day I went on a Carnival cruise and it was all black and I was the only white guy there jamming to all the songs.
And amazing.
And it's like, bro, that culture, that rap, hip hop is part of me and it's part of us.
100%.
And it's like, it's part of basketball.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
It's the best.
Yeah. We grew up playing against white kids, black kids. So, bro, I was friends with all types of races and nationalities. Like, for me, racism is such a like. I really don't understand how people can be so fucking narrow-minded and so dumb about things. Just like, dog, I grew up with people that were super rich and super poor, and like, dog, they're still my homies to this day, and I see them, and it's love, and it's like, it's the best. I don't understand, right?
I don't understand racism at all either. Some of my best friends and growing up playing basketball, and I think basketball is the reason we're shaped like this with our mind is because basketball is a sport where obviously it's dominated by African Americans,
yes.
right? But now you see with the growth in Europeans and then Hispanics play, white guys play. Like, basketball's probably the sport where the most ethnicities play, because if you look at baseball, you got Hispanic, you got whites, you got some blacks, and if you look at football and basketball is like the sport where everybody's so, like, even growing up I really wouldn't look at it like, oh, he's black, he's white, he's like, I think to me racism is, and obviously we grew up in a different time where it's not as prevalent, but especially in Miami and with the sport we played, it's stupid. Like you said, it's so stupid.
We grew up with everybody. It was just honestly, growing up in Miami is one of the best things it could ever happen to me. I don't know about growing up in other places, but I just love the different cultures and the different personalities and the different type of people I grew up with. And I mean, to this day, again, I'm still friends with so many people from back in the day.
Yeah, man. One thing I respect about you and pretty much anybody that can put themselves out there, right? Like, it's scary. Like, you see so many influencers on social media doing what we're doing right now, whether it's a podcast, speaking about their business. Like, you're passionate about music, right? Like, music's something that not only you're passionate about, but you're good at it, and you're putting out songs that people enjoy, whether you're rich off of it or not, right? There's people that enjoy listening to it, and it's something that you enjoy that's for sure therapeutic for you and something you're going to look back on like, damn, look at all these experiences, look at these songs I make. But it must be scary to, like, because everybody sees you as, like, especially close friends and family are like, Marty, you're making music, not now, but before. They're probably like, what are you doing? Now you're rapping. And so, and with me too, like, putting out content and stuff, like, at first it's kind of scary because you're exposing yourself to the world, right? But something like rap for you, like, at first, like, what gave you the courage to be like, this is something I enjoy doing, and I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just loved it. I always I always love music, so I haven't taken writing lessons. I haven't taken a singing lesson in my life. It was just something I loved doing, and I listened to my stuff back in the day, and it's horrible, you know what I mean? But I just kept at it, and I just loved it so much, and it was like an outlet, like you say, something that, you know, I work in insurance, and it's not the funnest job in the world, you know, but this gave me something to look forward to be able to share what I'm feeling. Growing up, even the stuff back in the day that I listen to now, and I'm like, damn, it's not that it's bad, it's not confident, you know. I don't hear the confidence that I hear now in things. And
what's crazy is that when you recorded that, you were probably like, shit, it's pretty good.
I thought it was the best thing ever. I'm like, how am I not an artist touring the world with these songs? But I hear it back now, and I'm like, okay, I know why, because it's horrible. What the message was good, but the delivery wasn't. And I was talking to Brian earlier. Even it's easy to it's not easy. It can be easy to write something down, but when you guys know on the podcast, when you hear your voice on these headphones, and a song is different because you have to articulate certain things and say things a certain way to trying to get your point across. When you get on that microphone, it's intimidating at first, you know. Like I have friends that come to the studio now and they've never really recorded before, and they get on, they're like, damn, how the hell do you do this? Because I go in there and I've gotten to a point where, again, it's taking me 10,000 hours. It's taking me nights where my friends are out partying and this and that. I'm like, no, I'm going to chill home. I want to work on this song. I want to finish this hook. I want to finish this. I need like three lines for a song I need to finish. No, I don't want to go out. I want to stay here. I want to focus on this and go through it. And even now to this day, before I go in and record a song, I'm going over that song 1,000 times in the car, in the shower, playing it, memorizing the lyrics, so I don't even have to read it when I'm up there, because it's a different feeling when you're not reading something. Even some songs I do record reading, but reading, again, you have to read it.
No, you gotta have the cadence. You gotta have like the timing, and yeah, man, it's impressive to see you perform live. Like I was telling you earlier, some guys sound good on tape,
exactly,
but live they don't know how to pump up the crowd.
No.
You can't hear them clearly, and you do a really good job. And another thing, how does it feel when your friends know your lyrics? Because I was like, damn, bro, I'm looking around, a lot of people know your song.
It's pretty dope. It just that's goes to the fact of something that you're making for yourself. You know, I'm making these songs for me. At the end of the day, it's what I'm going through, things that I've gone through in my life, this and that. But that person that's saying those lyrics back to me at the show have gone through those same things. That lyric, that word that I said, that line that I said hit them in a certain way where they're going to remember that for the rest of their lives. And it started off early. I would get messages from people, even during the Problem Kids days, like, yo, this song. I remember in particular one of my friends hit me up. His dad had just passed. And I made a song, and he's like, yo, this song got me through this time that my dad was going through this thing. And I was at an early age, and I was just like, oh, okay, this music thing is more powerful than I even thought, you know, even me listening to music, but now making it and other people, friends of mine listening to my music, it's just a powerful, powerful tool.
So I know once you're on iTunes and once you have a reach outside of Miami, where else do you have fans? Because I know it tells you like certain areas.
Yeah, it tells me. Like I've done some song. I did a song with a guy in Africa, random dude that I found online. I reached out through Instagram. He's kind of a big artist in Nigeria. I've done a song with him, so I have like people reaching out from there.
How did you make that song? Like he sent you a verse, or you guys actually went in the studio together?
He sent me a verse. Because I don't know if it might have been during COVID time. I'm not sure, but he sent me a verse. He's over there, and I don't even think he's ever been to the United States. And then again through social media. Recently, a guy from Chicago hit me up to get on one of his songs for his album. So he sent me a verse, and he kind of like told me his story. Funny enough, he had been adopted by some Cuban parents.
Dope.
Black dude.
Black dude.
Yeah.
American or a black Hispanic.
American. No, he's American.
That's dope.
And he was adopted by a Cuban family.
That's awesome.
So
bro.
he saw me through some website that promoted one of my songs. And he's been a fan ever since, and we've been talking back and forth. And he sent me a song. I'm gonna be a song with him. So it depends everywhere, really. It's wherever people see me. There's a Instagram site called I Still Love Her, which is like a big hip hop site.
Okay.
And she shows mad love to me. She's shown mad love to me from the beginning. She has close to like 1 million followers, and she's like just big in the hip hop community. So she's promoted like 4 or 5 of my songs. So through there, a lot of people have hit me up and just.
Bro, I consider you one of the the best bilingual artists, because not a lot of guys know Spanish, or maybe they do. It's a little broken, but you're tremendo cubanazo.
Yeah.
You're very, very fluent in both languages, and the way you go back and forth is something that I really like, because I can relate.
For
double.
For sure. Yeah, and I like rapping in Spanish. It's funny. We were talking about the break bread freestyles. I have one coming out on Friday that I did at Rio Cristal, and it's pretty much in Spanish. I do throw some English in there. I throw a little French too, because I took French when I was younger. But it's mostly like a fully Spanish song. So you're gonna.
But do they throw the fries on the steak still?
Come on, dog. Wait for the video. You'll see.
You took a bite out of it?
Come on, man. I didn't take a bite while I was rapping, but the papitas and the
next
the
level. You gotta be able to.
Yeah, it's tough.
Eat it and wrap it.
Yeah, but then there's.
No, I get you. I'm saying that's the next level.
The next
that's
level. That's the next level. Break
How
bread.
addicting is it improving?
It's amazing.
Like that's the addiction, right?
That's the addiction. Yeah.
That's my thing with Courtside, because I'm the creative. I started the league, but I'm the creative behind it, and like just seeing the improvement in, even the podcast or the quality of the images, investing into the business, and seeing that it's like an addicting.
It really is.
Like a drug, you know, and I think people that are creative need that outlet. They talk about the benefits of journaling. For you, it's expressing yourself through the music.
100%.
But everybody has their way of expressing. But it's just impressive. It's fun. I want everybody, like, where could they follow you to be able to check out your music? So
Instagram. I mean, I'm on iTunes, Spotify. So you look up Marty. I just released an album in February, my first like solo project, Whispers from a Muse, which I'm super super proud of. It was a long journey to get that solo album done, and it's not an easy process to put something together. And it was a cohesive body of work, and took a lot of like removing songs, adding songs. I tell people I had like a dry erase board in my house, and it was just like, erase this song, let's put this song at number 2. Actually, no, let's put this song at number 8. Put this song here. I had my family on it. We did a song about Cuba. My whole family singing on the hook. My dad wrote a poem for it. That's
awesome.
One of the most beautiful things I've ever heard, and seen him spitting it on the mic. That one day that we recorded the song was beautiful. So they can find me everywhere: Spotify, iTunes. Instagram is at Martimar MIA, so MARTIMAR. And man, I'm just YouTube. I have a bunch of videos, like we said, the break bread freestyles, where I go around the city at different restaurants and freestyle. So I'm dropping the 11th one on this Friday. I've done 10 of them already. So nothing. I have a bunch of music videos on there on my YouTube channel. So yeah, everywhere.
Quick hitters. 2 favorite artists of all time. It could be a group. It could be all whatever.
Tupac is my favorite artist of all time. Hip hop, whatever. Just the way he was and what he spoke about. It just as a kid, as a young kid, I just gravitated to him, and just that the West Coast sound I just loved at the time. And somebody else out of like left field maybe, because hip hop, I love everybody. Honestly, I love all types of music. I really love Sade. I'm like a Sade fan. I love a little R&B, that soft sounding music, to relax to, mellow to. But man, I love it. I love the Eagles. I love Steely Dan. We talked about Outkast and Wu-Tang, like really those groups growing up.
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion. I'll bang Celine Dion anywhere. You think I care about?
You'll bang?
Well, I may have banged her back in the day, but I'll bang her music for sure.
If you had a chance to feature or have someone feature on one of your tracks alive, who would you want to make a song with? Like, would it be a bilingual person? Would it be a rap? Would it be an R&B? What would you want to do?
For hip hop, it'd probably be Cole. Cole.
You like him a lot?
I like him a lot, and I've been following him since the beginning. Like,
did you do the dollar concerts back in the days?
Did you do it?
Those are sick. I went with Mikey. Yeah, those are awesome.
It was at the stage, the one here.
No, Mikey went with Brian. I saw him in the amphitheater one time in West Palm. That guy was amazing.
Yeah,
but no, the Dollar and the Dream.
I went to at that time we were performing at the stage, and I was able to sneak in because I knew the security guard that it was a madhouse, and I was able to see him there at the Dollar and the Dream. It was literally $1 to get in.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that was before he was
rocked
the same stage I had rocked 2 weeks before. It was
that's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
And now he's huge. So J. Cole on a rap?
On a rap, yeah, J. Cole. I'm a big Drake fan too. I'm a big Drake fan. Andre, I love Outkast. I like both of them. I love all the guys from Wu-Tang, like I said. Snoop, I love too. There's too many. Kendrick, I love. Even more, even after the battle, I love him even more just because.
I love Lil Wayne, bro. Lil Wayne for me
God.
in high school was big time, bro.
Like you say, the big time.
Awesome.
Even like the No Limit guys growing up, like they had their own little era. There's just too many. But I would probably, honestly, if I had to pick somebody, it wouldn't be a rapper. It'd be like.
Who would you pick?
Like Sade probably.
Yeah.
Because she's like, just somebody that, again, growing up, my dad listened to her. She was played around the house, and I just like grew to love her music, and I like that music. I'm a romántico.
Yeah, no. With those eyes, you must kill.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this guy. Who would you pick?
If I was a nasty rapper like you, bro, let me see. I would probably pick a more old school, bro. I grew up with my brother. My favorite rapper, and I consider him top 3. I love Big Daddy Kane, dog. I love that guy because he's the storyteller, not a lot of bad words, and he's like the first big, like Biggie, Jack Tank, Big Daddy Kane, and that's my style, bro. I really like that guy. But I like the old school music too, bro. Like even before that, I like the Temptations. I like the discos and all that stuff. So I don't know any music now. Like these new artists, I'm still trying to catch up on the old school guy. A guy that I was bumping today, Wyclef Jean, was that guy nasty, super talented. And then my brother put me on Rakim. Bro, Rakim is nasty. A lot of these people don't know because they're the originators. Mount Rushmore, like, bro, without them, none of this happens, bro. So I'm more of a historian. I like the old school guys. But yeah, bro, for sure.
I love when you get the and I don't know how many songs you have like that, but when you get the rap mixed with the vocals of sample out women, like if you were to get an Alicia Keys or something like that, where those are my favorite.
I have a song on the album called it's actually called, it's the title track, Whispers from a Muse, and it's with a friend of mine, Milushka. Milu, she's a DJ, and her voice is crazy.
Got to check that out.
Check it out.
2 favorite players at Courtside
Wow.
that you've watched, played against.
Definitely
played
not
with.
Courtside Dirk. Right, baby, that guy.
Yeah, but that's
Dork.
yeah, but adelante.
What? I don't care. What
That's your brother.
Nah. I'm there.
Not a fan.
Not a fan. But you can bleep that out if you want. 2 of my favorite players at Courtside, besides Lester. Besides Lester, Lester doesn't count because he's everybody.
Right,
he's like he's everybody's.
Favorite.
Yeah, exactly. I like Corey on my team. Scrappy. I fight with him at least 4 times a game, but I love him.
Someone said you were like a bad teammate. Like you argue with your teammates.
Yeah, I do because I consider myself a smart player, and if somebody's open and they can shoot, I'm gonna pass them the ball.
Right.
But if I'm on the court on my team, I'm usually the best shooter on the team, on my team at least.
Right.
If it's simple. If I'm open, pass it to me. If not, don't pass it to me.
That's your pet peeve on the court. Open guy and you shoot a stupid shot.
Smart plays. That's my pet peeve. Like, don't do nothing stupid. Don't try to do something you're not supposed to be doing. Don't wide open layup, but you pull up for a 3. Corey loves doing that, but I love him. I'm more like no. He makes it. I'm like, fire him up. But yeah. Sometimes I am a bad teammate.
You've had battles with Team PR.
Team PR, yeah, we've had battles.
You've had battles with them. A lot of. I finally got them.
I like playing those guys. Yeah, we finally got them. Jesus Christ, they were talking.
You got to give us one more.
Yeah, let me think.
You've been here for 14 seasons. 5 years already. And you can't think of one. This is.
I just don't like anybody.
Yeah.
Nah, just kidding. I like playing with or playing against
anyone, anything. Watching, playing.
I like playing with Vic.
Wow.
Yeah.
That came out of left field.
Yeah. I mean, he's lost a step or 10. He's lost a step or 10. But I do love playing with Vic because he just clogs up the middle. I don't really have to do anything. I can just let my guy go by me too, and he just stands there.
Stand there and no one's gonna score.
Who do I like seeing?
That was a good one.
I'm trying to think. I like going against is the shooter. I think he played on Team PR. Starts with a D. Dre.
Yeah, that guy's.
I like playing that guy. We've had some battles before. I like playing Felipe too. Barrios.
You do?
Yeah. He plays hard. That guy doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. So imagine it's like going against somebody that.
But he travels. Not on the court.
He does. He travels both. He travels in both. Yeah, he does travel a lot. I like playing against Felipe. I haven't played you. I played you guys a couple times here, but not many times. I think we played you once last season, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we played you once. I haven't played you maybe one time. Yeah.
But we're starting a division for the Grays. We were gonna do only bald, but we didn't want. But we're gonna do the Grays. If you got the gray beard, just a division. The gray. We're gonna call it that. The gray beard division.
Do you have the gray beards?
No.
You sure?
No, I haven't.
All right.
I don't have any grays. So
I'm just saying.
I'm
It looks a little dark. It looks a little dark.
But the gray beard division. You could get the MVP.
Watch me come for the next podcast. I think it's gonna be dark like your shirt.
Perfect.
All black.
Bring it.
Right? Yeah.
Bring it. The gray beard division.
That's down. I'm down with that.
Only gray beards. Yeah.
I'm almost 40, so whatever I can take at this point. I'm playing against some young bucks. I got to play in the rec league now because Fridays you did the 30 and over.
The young bucks.
No, man, I don't want to play 18-year-old kids.
Okay, we'll make sure.
What's Mario's kid's name?
Jeff.
Tough, bro, that guy. Yeah. Energy,
You would have taken him back in the day, though.
I did take him back.
You did?
I actually play. Man, he would play Hoop for Hope. Actually, at 17, like St. Kevin, I remember playing them and playing him, and he was good back then.
Let's get into Hoop for Hope so that.
Let's do it.
Sorry to cut you off, sir.
Wow, this guy's.
No.
It's all right. I was gonna do it too. Go ahead.
Wow. See, this is. I mean, what's the difference?
Okay, so
ball movement.
Yeah. All right. So Hoop for Hope is coming up. It's usually in the summertime. We pushed it, or you guys pushed it back a little bit. Give us a little history on Hoop for Hope. I remember playing the first ever. I think it was at St. Kevin. The first one.
Yeah.
We went all the way to the finals. I played with Cheech. But we lost to a 7-foot guy. Like,
really?
Yeah. No, it was amazing, but it was hard. It reminded me of the old school Hoop It Up days.
Yeah.
Me and Fui actually won Hoop It Up a bunch of times. We were the world champs.
No.
Yeah, bro.
A bunch of times?
A bunch of times. We got proof. We got pictures, trophies.
Yeah, but now with Photoshop, you can go ahead. It's fine. Sorry.
It's all right, bro.
Go
ahead. This is let's talk about Hoop for Hope. Okay?
Let's do it. Yeah, so Hoop for Hope is a tournament that some friends of mine started, Julio and Javi. In honor of two of our friends, Mike and Gabby, who got in an accident back in high school. Mike tragically passed away, and Gabby lived, but his quality of life right now is not very good. So they started an organization called Give Much More Foundation, and they started this basketball tournament, Hoop for Hope, and we've been doing it. It's been over 10 years. I'm gonna say it's close to 15. I don't know exactly. It's been so many years, we've like you say, we started at St. Kevin, we went to Belen, and now for the past few years, we've had a staple at Slam Academy, which is one of the nicest courts in Miami, and our prizes are, compared to other tournaments that I've seen around the country, are pretty good. I mean, you get free trips. I'll go through the list later on, but it's a tournament just again for our city to give back to our friends, to do something good for the community, to get everybody together. It's a one-day weekend. It's a one day out of the weekend. It's a Saturday. Starts early in the morning. Usually doesn't end till late at night. And it gets competitive. It gets pretty good. I know you guys have played it in a few years, so I thank you for supporting.
Yeah, man, definitely fun. One of the OG tournaments here in Miami. 3-on-3. We got both courts in Slam. So you got what's cool about Slam is it overlooks the city.
Exactly. So it's one of the most.
It's cool. So it's 3-on-3 competitive games, but there's different skill levels, and we're gonna add some divisions to be able to make it fair competitively for everybody. But indoor gym, we got 6 courts.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 indoor courts.
Yeah.
But it's just a fun event, like you said. We got a DJ. Bernie the mascot has come out in the past. We got the food changes pretty much every year, right?
Yeah, it depends on the sponsors and depends what we get. We usually get like pizza and some subs, obviously Gatorades and all that stuff. And yeah, Bernie comes for the kids. We have music playing. I've been the MC for a few years now when they asked me to help out, to be the MC, and I've been doing it ever since. And I don't have to do much, just scream out things and scream out team names and call teams when they're having lunch somewhere and like, yo, you got to play in 5 minutes and this and that. But it is a competitive tournament like we've talked about. Hopefully, probably next year we'll have a couple more divisions just to make things a little easier for people, because we've played against people that are played in college and this and that, and it's just like, what am I doing playing against this 7-footer? You know, it's tough. It's tough for anybody, but it's a fun event. Obviously, basketball gets competitive at some times, but it's really to have fun and to give back to the community and to help out, you know, our friends who tragically we help out their families and stuff like that. So it's a good event. I love doing it.
Yeah, definitely a great vibe. I'm happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, thank you guys for helping out
and help get teams out there, help spread the word. But it's just a fun day of playing basketball.
Yeah.
It's always fun every single year. So, but thank you for coming out to the podcast, getting to know you, talk about your music career, basketball, all of that. We had a blast. This is a legend, Marty Obregon. Marty, check out his music. Check out his YouTube because those freestyles at the restaurants are legit. They're super dope.
If we still have a few minutes, I want to talk about I mean, we won it, actually. We won it at Jose Marti. I think that was like one of the best tournaments, and we were able to get TVs and stuff. But now the prizes have come up a little bit more.
Let me pull up because I don't want to get anything wrong. But yeah, so we usually have prizes for the winning teams, which there would be flat screen TVs for each of the members, and then a free trip somewhere, depending on our sponsors. Usually been to the Hard Rock in Punta Cana for the
like the Top Gun.
The Top Gun, goes to Punta Cana, and then the couch potato goes to Isla Mucara.
Isla Mucara in Colombia,
which you've been to.
No, my brother.
Oh, your brother went to. Yeah, amazing, right?
I heard it's beautiful. It's like a little paradise island. But yeah, so this year you're gonna add some more prizes.
Yeah, we're gonna add some more. So we have a raffle usually, which gift certificates and stuff like that, and like one of the prizes is going to the Heat game or going to a Dolphins game or something. But this year we're gonna add a trip actually to the raffle, so you can even come to the tournament, support. You don't even have to play. You don't have to shoot a ball, but you can donate to a good cause and be in a raffle to win a trip to the Nobu Hotel in Cabo San Lucas.
Wow, that's
Cabo
big
San
time.
Lucas, yes, in Los Cabos.
That's big time.
So it's 4 days, 3 nights, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
And then we're also gonna give some prizes to the MVPs of each division. So I believe you are going to choose the MVP for the couch potatoes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I've been a part of this league for many years.
Yeah.
I am the referee assigner.
You are.
I get all the referees there. I used to referee back in the days. I might come back.
Really?
Let's see. I don't know.
You're definitely the best dressed out there because you usually go in the full suit.
Full Besu customs.
Full Besu customs, head to toe.
Suits.
Yeah, the track suits, exactly.
I got to get you one of those. Hoop for Hope, Marty on the back.
Hey.
Holla, I got you.
Now you see what I'm saying?
See,
now we're getting somewhere.
That's why we do these things.
So yeah, couch potato for the MVP. So we're going to base the MVP not only on your play, but how you interact with the crowd, how you argue with the refs. If you're arguing with the refs the whole time, you're not getting an MVP trophy.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not just about scoring points. It's an all-around MVP. You know what I mean?
I like that.
So we're going to do, where are you going there? You're going to Ava Resort in Cancun.
Damn.
All inclusive.
Dope.
4 days, 3 nights for 2.
One of my favorite things about Hoop for Hope, I used to go the day before. I've done it, and then we put up 100 banners on all the windows.
Yes.
So the fact that the community, you have so much support.
Exactly.
All these people are, I don't know if they donate or what they do.
Yeah, they donate.
So
they donate.
They are the ones that make these tournaments possible.
Exactly.
So many people chip in, and actually, I know like running something like that, it's a big deal. Just
it's a
renting the spot,
paying
for all these things. I know it's a mission, and it's cool to see a lot of people involved for this.
For sure, and it's a lot of our friends too that help out. Like you say, that Friday before, and we're putting up all the thing takes like 3 hours.
Yeah, man.
To put up those things. Hopefully,
my favorite part about the league is when we go to La Palma
after. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, bro.
Rest in peace. Like we're probably gonna go to Toro Loco because that's our new spot.
Yeah, let's
see how
go.
You see how I know I fired you up?
Yeah.
You like it too, right?
No, the staff there is amazing.
You're an animal, bro. You're an animal.
Listen, I mean, it's been fun sitting alongside you. I feel younger because of the beard, the gray beard.
But I'm not even
great.
I'm not even done. Great. I'm not even done with
it. But talk about the gray beards. Is it written there? Do you get more points for MVP?
If you have a gray beard, yes.
Because you have to work harder.
You're thinking more.
Yeah, I get it.
That's why the gray. I really started getting more gray beards when I started playing here at Courtside. And these guys wouldn't do, the things that I was saying, the simple passes.
Yeah, extra pass.
It's all about it's because of the Instagram. You've turned these players. They want to be Instagram. They want to be famous.
Right.
So they're not even worried about the team.
About winning.
It's all about getting, especially Esco.
I get it. So we're gonna have to shut down.
How would you?
What we're gonna do is when Esco's playing, we're gonna turn off the cameras. Turn off we might even turn off the lights.
It would probably be better for everybody involved.
Esco will play so much better. Is his beard gray or no?
It's there. He's looking like me. A little bald now.
With the grays.
He's got kids and stuff too. So imagine he's.
Yeah. You guys are single with the gray beard, so.
Yeah, imagine. Dealing with multiple whatever. I'm like, this is a kids show.
Yeah,
I want to talk about this right now. Can I finish here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you're doing the Top Gun MVP. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, you're gonna be looking at the Top Gun to see who the MVP is.
What do they win? A trip?
Yeah, Unico Resort in the Riviera
take
Maya.
Me with it. I'll give it to anybody. A guy that scores 0 points, you can take me. Take me with the trip. You got it.
It's +1. Yeah,
+1. That's it. Anybody, just stand there on the court. I'm giving it to you. Wow, I'll play top. Let's do it. We're going, baby.
This is Miami. This is Miami scheming. We haven't even. They're already scheming how to get these prizes.
Hey, I want that trip.
Jesus Christ.
Go ahead, finish it up.
Couch Potato Champs, Isla Mucura in Colombia, 3 days, 2 nights, plus the 50-inch TVs for everybody. And then the Top Gun Champs, Hard Rock Hotels. So you can pick either Cancun, Punta Cana, Riviera Maya, Los Cabos, Puerto Vallarta for two people. Food, drinks, a room, all inclusive, and 50-inch TVs as well.
So what tournament has these prizes?
Nothing.
What tournament has this?
I know League that you get rings and shirts, but that's Mickey Mouse.
We'll get there one day.
That's Mickey Mouse thing.
One day we'll send the.
My little sister has my ring, by the way. Yeah, that thing. Got it.
A lot of money.
A lot of money.
Be careful.
A lot of time. 14 seasons. We'll do the math later.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well,
thank you.
This will wrap it up. Thank you.
Hey, these guys are legit. These guys are my brothers. I've known these guys since they were little. Congratulations on Courtside, the podcast, everything. Come play out here. Come play with these guys. This is a legit league. Meet some good friends. Meet some good people. And that's it.
All right.
Love you guys.